Hello everyone, welcome to Rashmi YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to cover the full ETABS software for the beginner. So if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. So in this particular session, I am going to cover the modeling in ETABS.
So now we will start with the ETABS software. So ETAB is used for the structural designing and analysis purpose only. But here the difference between StatPro and ETAB is the advanced version of the StatPro. See, in StatPro we have some restrictions, like around 99 stories only we can do the structural designing and analysis. But in case of ETAB you can do more than 99 stories. And the full form of this ETAB is extended analysis of a 3D building. So this is the advanced version of the StatPro. And one more difference between the ETAB and StatPro is, in ETAB we have one more extra topic, that is detailing, where we don't have that in the StatPro, because in detailing we can clearly see the reinforcement details inside the beams or columns or any slabs. So clearly we can see how the anchorages are provided, development length, everything. But in StatPro that is not possible. Okay, so now here you can see this is the ETABS software, and this we call it as the menu bar, and these are all toolbars. So these are all toolbars. Now to start a new project you have to go with the file option, and you can see an option here, new model. Select the new model option here. So now when you select the new model option, you will get a window here, model initialization. Okay, so in this you can see three options here: use saved user default settings, and use settings from a model file, and use built-in settings with. So in these three options you have to go with the use built-in settings with. So again in this you have options display units, and here you have to select the metric SI system, and next option is steel section database. In this you have to select the Indian. Now you can see here design codes. So steel design code, as we all know, that is IS 800 2007, and next is concrete design code, that is IS 456 2000. So now you have to go with the OK. Now you can see there is a one more window here, that is new model quick templates. So by using and also you can see some options here: blank, grid only, steel deck, staggered truss, flat slab with perimeter beams. This is the waffle slab, and two-way or ribbed slab. So in this, to create any model you have to go with the grid only options. Okay, so now I will show you how to create models by using these grid only options. For example, some simple beams or continuous beams, and multi-story buildings and truss models. So to create all these models you have to go with the grid only option. Select grid only, and here you can see option display grid spacing. Click on this display grid spacing. After that you have to go with this edit grid data. Okay, so when you go with the edit grid data, you can edit the grid datas here. So you can see here there is a lines. So these lines we call it as the grid lines. So distance between these grid lines you can edit here. So now I will take an example of one simple beam. See, for example, in this you have again two options, that is rectangular grids. First option is display grid data as ordinates, and second option is display grid data as spacing. So now I will explain you what is this display grid data as ordinates. So in this, what happens when you enter some values here, it will take the values from the starting point. See, there is 0 here, and there will be 0 here. If I write 8 here, the distance between A to B is 8 meter. See, now I'll just change this to 4 meter. See, now the distance between A to B will become 4 meter. And again the next distance, that is if in case B to C is again 4, you have to add this previous 4 with the current 4. So here you have to enter 8 meter. That means it will take the all the values from the A grid line. So from A, how much is the, what is the distance between C grid line, that value you have to enter here. See, if I again enter 4 here, the grid line C will coincide with this grid line B. So you have to enter the values from the A grid line. So now I will enter 8 here. See, now you can see again the distance between B and C is 8 meter. So now I will enter the next value. The distance between C and D, I will take this as 12 meters. So similarly, you can edit the data in the y grid, y coordinates. So again here also there is the same procedure. If it is 4 meter, enter 4. If it is 6, enter 6. So like this you can enter the values based on your requirement. And in case if you want to delete this grid line, you have to select this. Now just go for delete option. Select this, go to delete. Select this, go to delete. In case if you have a simple beams, you have to delete all the Y grid lines. So now you will get the beam like this. So based on your requirement how the beam is, you can select the distance between the members in this beam. After selecting all these things, go to OK. Okay. So now again in this there is one more option, that is display grid data as spacing. When you select this, it will show you the distance between the two members. So here in front of the A there is 4 meter. So this represents that A to B distance is 4 meter. And again B to C distance is 4 meter. So now what happens, it will not take the values from the A grid line. It will take values from the grid line B. So B to C it is 4 meter. Again from C to D it is 4 meter. So you can use any of these two methods. You can use this display grid data as ordinates or display grid data as spacing. So based on your convenient you can use any of these methods. After this go to OK. Now here you have the story data. So you can enter the story data here. For that you have to select on this custom story data and go to edit story data. So now I need only one story. So for that you can just delete all the remaining stories. So now I will delete the second story. So for that click on this second story. Right click on this. You have an option delete story and select the first option, that is delete existing structure, add story. Similarly go to third story. Go to delete story. Delete existing structure, add story. So similarly delete the fourth story. Now again in case if you want to add the new story, again you have to right click on this, go to add new story, keep existing story height. So here you can enter the story height. If it is 3 meter you can enter 3 meters, and how many stories you wanted to add, that number you can write here and insert above the story 1. Above which story you want to insert the next story, that you have to select here, and from the existing story you can select story 1. Now go to OK. See, now again the next story got added. Again if you want to delete this, you can delete this. So now I'll just keep one story and go to OK. So after editing all the data, you have to go with the OK. Okay. So here you can see you will get a beam like this with all the measurements. So these things will be beams and above lines are to show the measurements. Okay, so this is how you will create the models, whether it is a continuous beam or simply supported beam. Simply supported means you just have to add the one grid line. So like this you have to create the models. Now I will show you the next model. So for that I'll go with the new model. Again you have to select the same options, that is use built-in settings with all the standard codes and units. Now go with OK. Okay, so now again you have to select the grid only option. Now go to custom grid spacing and go to edit grid data. So now I will show you how to create the multi-story building here by using the grid lines. So here I will select the display grid data as spacing. So here I'll take around 4 meter between the two grid lines here. That means width will be 4 meter of the building and this will be length, so I'll take this as 4 meter. If you want to add the new grid lines, you can add it here and you can enter the distance here. Again here also you can enter distance here. Okay, so here you can see number of bays along the width and number of bays along the length. So after this go to OK, and after this you have to go with the custom story data. Now go to edit story data, and here you can add the number of stories. So now I will just add one more story here, that is story 5, with the height of the each story is 3 meter. Then select OK. Now again select OK. So here you can see multi-story building. So this is the 3D view and this is the plan view, and these are all grid lines, and here you can see the measurements, and here also you can see the grid lines. Now in case so this is now the plan at story 5. In case if you want to see the plan at story 4, you can see 2 arrow marks here. If you just use this arrow, move down in list, see now this will show you the plan at story 3. So you can see the name here, plan view story 3, and what is the height of that story. Again if you move down, you can see story 2 here. Again if you move down, story 1, and this is base. Again if you want to go up, use this move up in list. So this is story 1, story 2, story 3, and story 4. And down you can see the units and stories. You can keep this as a one story, or you can keep it as a all these stories. So I will explain you later while I'm explaining the properties. Now in case if you want to see the elevation, you have elevation option here. Just click on this elevation and you have to select the at which grid line you want to see the elevation. For example, at 1. If you want to see the elevation at 1, select 1 here, then select apply, then OK. So now it will show you the elevation at the section 1. Again if you want to go with the plan, you can click on this plan and select the plan where you want to see story 5, story 4, like this, then select apply, then OK. And if you want 3D view in this particular window, you can just go with the 3D option here. You can see a 3D view, or go with the plan. So this is how you can create the multi-storied building in the ETAB by using the grid lines. So now I will go with the next model, that is truss model. So for that again go with the file, new file, go with the same options, use built-in settings with, and here again you have to select the grid only option and go with the custom grid spacing and edit grid data. So here to create one truss model, I just need 3 grid lines, that is A, B, C. So you can delete this grid line D. Okay, and here I will take the spacing between 2 grid lines as, I'll go with the display grid as spacing, and spacing I will take this as 4 meter. Now the next is Y spacing. So I'll take the Y spacing also as 4 meter, and I will add more grid lines here. Now go with the OK. Now I will go with editing the story data, custom story data, go to edit story data, and here I will delete all these stories. So to create the truss model, I need just 2 stories. So just keep 2 stories, and first height I will take this as 4 meter. Next story 2 height I will take this as 2 meter for the truss model. So you can edit the data based on your requirement. Now go to OK, then select OK. Okay, so this is how you will get in the grid lines to create the truss model. Now to create the truss model, by using these grid lines, you have to use the draw beam option here. Select draw beam and you can just join the grid lines. So before that, I will go to elevation. So this is the elevation at section 1. So go with the elevation, select 1 here, apply, OK. Now use draw beam. By using these grid points, you can draw the truss shape like this. So like this you can create the truss model, and again in case if you want to join this to midpoint of this other member, you have to divide this member into two parts. So to divide the members, select the member which you want to divide. Now go to edit option here. In this edit option you have to select the edit frames and select the divide frames. So I am going to divide it into two parts. Select apply, then OK. Now again I will divide this frame. Go to edit, edit frames, divide frames. Now again select the draw beam option. From this two, you can see a option here, joint. Just join it over there. So now again I will divide this particular member into two parts. Go to edit, edit frames, divide frames. So now I will divide this into four parts. Now again use this draw beam. From this joint to I will join with this particular joint. So this is how you will create the truss model by using the grid lines. Now here you can see the trusses will be repeated in all these at section 2, section 3 and section 4. So for that select this whole truss model. Now again you have to go with the edit option, and you have an option called replicate. So this is similar to the copy option. So select this replicate, or you can directly go with the Ctrl R, and you have to select about which axis you want to repeat this. So this is the y axis. So you have to select, enter the value in the dy. So the spacing between the y axis is 4 meter. Select this, and how many you want to repeat, those numbers you have to write here. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just write it as a 4. Next go to apply, then OK. So now you can see the truss models are repeated at all the sections. Okay, so this is how you will create the truss model, and this is about the modeling topic. So in the next session we will go with the assigning properties for the model.